scramble it. The air pirates were, it was some sort of bizarre concept to steal the air, pirate the air, steal the media. It was time, at that time, we were hearing how it was impossible for one person to stem the conservative tide. So 5 of us thought we would, and that's what it takes, more than one person, but not too many more. It was, you could see all the ugly creeping in. By Nixon's second, by 68, him elected by 70, it was bad. So the thing was, let's attack a corporation. Everybody should attack a corporation that of their own. See? And so, since we were cartoonists, the net logical thing was Disney. Now, this is where the trouble started here. This is really Mickey Mouse, and that's when we signed our names. The plot was this was a very dissolute Hollywood star type mouse, and he and Minnie had an affair which produced 2 nephews, so-called nephews, and so they were kidnapped by their nephews, and by all their the nephews had hired the old villains to kidnap Mom and Dad and get them to the island and get them loaded and give them a Calvinistic guilt reaction, and make them marry each other so the kids would not be nephews anymore, so they'd be the legitimate son and daughter of Mickey Mouse, Mr. and Mrs. Mickey Mouse. So I think what it was when they started having sex in the jail hold. Then they were in the jail cell, and that kind of really got them going. You couldn't criticize anybody because if you drew a mouse and it didn't look like what the so-called parody version, parody had been weakened to the point where it loses its shock. If I want to draw Ronald Reagan and I'm forced to draw somebody that looks like something else, well, then it's not him. So nobody gets the joke. Who's that guy that almost looks like somebody I know and what's he saying? The joke just goes to pieces. Parody means, to me, that you get the exact image and you turn it inside out, 100%, 180 degrees, turn it inside out. Wow, that's what I did. Because anybody with half a brain knows that Mickey Mouse wouldn't do this until, of course, we went farther than we're supposed to, and this is the real Mickey Mouse, because they said so right away in court. They busted us and said, and charged me $1,200,000, saying that's the real Mickey Mouse. I said it was a parody. They said, no, it's real. I said, no, it's a parody. They said, no, it's real. Okay, bust me. So they did. Bang, $1,200,000. So 13 years we're sitting in their court. It just takes these old guys a long time. Don't ever put your fortunes in the hands of the law. They take forever. I actually have tape recordings of the Ninth Circuit Appeals sound asleep during my trial. The head of the whole thing,
You set a precedent.
Well, we fought back. That maybe was a precedent. Because we started off with a hopeless condition and see what we can do with that. I mean, as long as it was hopeless, why not? If you're going down in flames, hit something big.